Faltering faith, faltering faith. Have you ever felt as if your faith was failing, faltering, just wasn't up to what you need God to do in your life? Well, this morning I'm going to give you three things that's going to help your faltering, failing, sometimes flimsy faith. How about that? How about that? Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and I have a word for you on this morning. Man, I'd love to just join you, you joining me every morning, and we get together and share the word of God in 5 minutes or less, to text, to talk, to take away. That's what I'm going to do. What you're going to do is share the manna. You can share it right now. And let me just shout out a couple of people, and then let's do it. Let's get with it. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Good morning, my spiritual daughter, Erica. How are you? Good morning, Gloria. How are you? Erica, I understand that you said, I saw on one of your posts that, you can't wait to get down there to New Life, Columbus, and worship with them. Well, guess what? There's more to come to that. Let me just leave it at that. Good morning, Elder Mobley. How are you? How is everything? Good morning, Verena. How are you on this morning? Wonderful morning as it is. Good morning, Barbara. How are you on this morning? Elder Jan, how are you? Praying for you that you gain the physical strength. I need them prayers, girlfriend. I know you're going through, but I need you in that prayer room. So if you can't make it to the church, get on them knees at the house so you can send it up for our worship and everything. Good morning, Tally. Where you been, girlfriend? It's been a minute. Good morning, Gloria. How are you? Good morning, Coach Dagny. How are you on this morning? This morning, it's all about our faith. We prayed about that, First Lady and I, about 30 minutes ago. You need to grab that prayer call. Today, we are fasting and praying. And from 6 to 6, one meal either before 6 or after 6. And New Life, you already know that we're breaking our fast together tonight as a church family. It is family night tonight, 6 o'clock, Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. Come on and grab that, and then we kick off our life groups, the whole nine. But we are really fasting and getting before God, going deeper. For real. How about that? Well, look, put in the chat area, what is the thing that you are believing God for? Put that in the chat area right now. What is the thing, situation, circumstance that you are believing God for right now? Do I have the faith, or is it faltering, failing, flimsy to meet and get what I want from God? The text, to talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. Here we go. Here is the text. Luke 22:32. You already know it. I have prayed for you, Jesus talking to Peter. And notice what he calls him. He says, Simon, that your faith will not fail. Prior to that, just the previous verses, Jesus says, look, Peter, I already know Satan is after you. He's coming for you. I'm not praying for that thing. I'm praying for your faith. Whatever he uses to come after you, Peter, I'm not praying for that. The broke car, the broke relationship, the broke body, the broke pocketbook. I'm not praying for that, Peter. I'm praying that your faith fail you not. What does that mean with respect to us? Three things I want to share with you concerning that text. Faltering, failing, flimsy faith. How do I build it up? Number one, know that you are a faith leader. If you're watching, listening right now, it is an indicator that you are a faith leader. There are others watching you. Watch this. Let me grab this scripture and give you some more context. It really is saying, here it is, Jesus saying, but I have prayed especially, that's the emphasis, for you, Peter. He calls him Simon because he knows he's a little shifty. That's what the interpretation of the word Peter, shifting sand. Peter is little rock. He says, I'm calling you a shifting situation, that your faith and confidence in me may not fail. And you, once you are turned back and get your brother. Now, the Greek of that, I got to take a little minute and tell you this. The Greek of that whole verse is Jesus is literally talking to all of them, but he calls Peter out because Peter is a faith leader, and so are you. And so are you. Others are watching how you deal with that situation and see how you apply your faith. Faith leader. Second thing is, faith is the filter for everything that you want and that wants you. Write that down. Put it in the chat area. Faith is the filter for everything, everybody that you want and that wants you. In other words, you can have what you ask when you have the faith, but it's going to require some faith. And when something is coming after you, if it gets through your faith, then it has you. That's why you have to increase your faith. Here's the third thing I want you to get. Faith is a pleaser. Not pleasing to you. God says that it's impossible to please me without it. You cannot please God without faith. Faith is a pleaser. And therefore, if you are growing your faith in him, you're growing your faith in him. And if it gets through you, whatever it is coming for you, it gets through your faith, then know that God has you. Filter, leader, pleaser. What's your takeaway? Your takeaway is this. Feel your faith in confidence in him. Therefore, it will not falter, flimsy, or fail. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you.